Hello everyone, here are the latest market news on August the 13th, 2019. Oil falls despite expectations of cut in output. Oil prices decreased on Tuesday after gains during the previous session, as lackluster demand forecast maintained expectation that major producers would prop up oil prices by limiting crude oil output. International benchmark Brent crude futures dropped 48 cents or 0.8% to $58.09 a barrel. Meanwhile, U.S. West Texas Intermediate futures traded $54.52 per barrel, down by 41 cents or 0.8% from the last close. Saudi Arabia, the de facto leader of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, said that it plans to keep its crude oil exports below 7 million barrels per day in August and September to help reduce global oil inventories. Asian stocks decline amid protests in Hong Kong. Asian shares dropped on Tuesday as fears about drawn-out China-US trade war, protests in Hong Kong, and a crash in Argentina's peso currency drove investors to safe assets like bonds, gold, and the yen. MSCI's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares outside Japan lost 1%. Chinese stocks declined 1%, while Hong Kong's main market index tumbled 1.7% to a 7-month low. Meantime, Japan's Nikkei also slipped 1.2% and was on course for its biggest daily decline in a week. In early European trade, the pan-region Euro Stoxx 50 futures were unchanged, while U.S. stock futures added 0.23% in Asia. The protests in Hong Kong are negative for stocks, which were already in an adjustment phase because there is talk that the trade war will trigger a recession, said Kiyoshi Shigane, chief fund manager at Mitsubishi UFJ Kokusai Asset Management Co. Verizon sells social network Tumblr. The American multinational telecommunications conglomerate Verizon is selling Tumblr just 2 years after buying the social network as part of its $4.48 billion Yahoo acquisition. Tumblr is the second major Yahoo property to be spun off by Verizon. Social network managed to maintain the bulk of its user base through most of the years its Yahoo ownership, thanks to the strength of its homegrown community, which survived in the face of competition from Facebook and Twitter. In December 2018, Tumblr took a hit when Verizon announced a plan to clean out the site by banning all adult content. This move came after a temporary ban from Apple's App Store for the Tumblr app after child pornography was discovered on the social network. But Tumblr's chief executive, D'Onofrio, said that in the longer term, it became clear that without this content, we had the opportunity to create a place where more people feel comfortable expressing themselves. Henkel tumbles on lower full-year forecast. Shares of Henkel AG dropped the most in almost 7 months after cutting its full-year forecast as a sales slowdown in China hit its Schwarzkopf shampoo business and its adhesive unit suffered from an automotive slump. As earnings missed analyst predictions in the second quarter, Henkel warned that sales growth could be flat and per share profit would drop almost 10%, more than previously expected. The stock traded as much as 5.4% lower, its steepest intraday decline since January the 21st. Adjusted earnings fell 9% to €846 million when analysts had predicted €869 million on average.